So if you're anything like me, I've spent hours and sleepless nights of worrying of what other people think, worrying about a certain encounter I had with a friend or a coworker or even with strangers, worrying about if people like me. But what if I told you to channel your energy with something more positive? Something like how to not actually care what other people think. See, we as humans seek validation from trying to make others like us, either consciously or subconsciously. We try to fit in with our friends, peers, and strangers, and we tend to get scared by judgment. Now, as I began to get older, my tolerance for actually caring about what people think has become very, very strong. Now, of course, I'm not perfect. I still have a long way to go. Something still deep inside me still cares, depending on what the context of the situation is. Now, I'm not saying go out in the world and think everyone's opinion sucks. That'd be cynical. It's good to have self-awareness and knowing what you're good at and what you're not. You have to think if people's opinions help and give value, then go from there. Now, I want to ask some strangers of how they feel about what people think of them. This is going to be nerve-wracking for me. It's going to feel weird pointing a camera at someone's face. But again, this video is for judgment and building confidence, so let's go. And I wanted to ask you, do you care about the opinions of other people?
Do I care about the opinions of other people?
Yeah.
I would say it would have to be...
That's a really good question.
To a point.
To a point?
To a point.
Why?
Because you hold standards, you hold some self-standards.
Not all the time, no.
Okay.
Not pertaining to myself, no.
Okay. For yourself?
I try not to, but it's hard sometimes.
Okay, why is that?
Past experience.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what other people think about you. It's not going to bother me at the end of the day.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
When I was younger, I used to a lot, especially in high school.
Yeah.
I used to really think of like what people thought of me, and then in doing so, it's like I saw myself from their perspective, but it was like I'm thinking these people are judging me, and then I'm seeing myself from that perspective, and I'm limiting myself.
Okay.
My expression in high school. But then when I went through college, I met certain people, especially my friends at the time, my ex. It's like that, like helped me open up, like just become more aware of my being.
Yeah. And
then throughout life, I like set in my mind like I have a goal right now.
Any advice for people out there who are scared of judgment?
You gotta keep battling every day as it comes, man. That's the way you reach the top of your pyramid.
Your joy is the only thing that matters.
Nice.
That one, yeah, honestly, that's what I always said too, yeah.
Thank you. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was pretty nervous for people's reactions. I kind of felt like I was gonna be judged for making this video, but I had a lot of fun. You see, a lot of people in this world do judge. They judge you for your looks, if you're skinny or if you're fat, if you have a big nose or a big head, or if you have pimples. I definitely got picked on due to my weight when I was a kid. I was super self-conscious about my chubbiness. But then as I got older, I realized, who cares? Some people even judge you for what you're into. For instance, I love Magic the Gathering, and it's considered nerdy. It's usually the things that aren't normal that makes people judge. Now these norms were built by people no smarter than you and me. And when these norms aren't what people agree with, these people judge. Usually the people who do judge, their opinions don't matter because, well, they don't matter. These people are usually not educated enough, so their ignorance is through the roof. Now for the people who don't judge, these people are usually on a different playing field. They're on their own path and they don't need validation from other people. They usually do destroy the people who do judge with their open-mindedness. They're willing to accept people for who they are. If that's you, keep doing what you're doing. Now I get judged all the time on YouTube in the comments. I ride one of these and people call me Casey Neistat all the time. Or they tell me my videos suck, and for myself, I really don't care because I know I'm trying my best and I'm just being myself. And I definitely get judged all the time because I'm talking to a camera in the city, but I embrace it. I do admit, it kind of does look kind of funny, but I'm talking to you. When one thing leads to another. I just got done filming like a little commercial with Frederick. Frederick, if you're watching this, you're a cool dude. After that question, I sat there for like an hour, just talking and making a video together. It's getting dark. I'm gonna go back to the studio and finish up this video. of the most important things I realized about not caring what others think is focusing on what you can control rather than what you can't. If you're scared to start whatever that new interest is, just because of someone else's opinion, you're not really living. You're actually holding your true self back. I say embrace your weird. Do something you love no matter what anyone else's opinions are. And surround yourself with great-minded people. This is Ricky, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Out.
All right, Rudy.
Nice talking to you,
Yeah.
and I will catch you soon.
Oh my God.
Peace.